In the history of crossovers, there's been a ton of greats. Crossovers that people have requested for years, but also ones that no one really asked for but worked so well that now we can't imagine that there was a point when these two didn't exist in the same universe. Enter Battletoads Double Dragon. No one asked for it, and it kinda just came and went. Double Dragon was a beat 'em up, and so was Battletoads. They're both cool games, and seeing them together is kinda rad. It's like Mortal Kombat vs DCU. We didn't need this crossover, and I don't think many people were asking for it, but it's neat to have. Sometimes a crossover for the sake of a crossover can be fun. The Battletoads games are notorious for being some of the most difficult in gaming. And Battletoads Double Dragon is no exception. Although not quite as difficult as some of the other games in the series, it's by no means a walk in the park. Memorizing where everything is will help save you lives and health, which could be desperately needed in later sections of the game. How in the hell were you supposed to know the Bullman would be there?
Oh, bullshit! All of it!
You know what's really fair? Being attacked by enemies you can't see from the player's point of view. Fortunately, Battletoads Double Dragon is much more generous with its extra lives. Even the final boss periodically throws out lifesavers. In terms of gameplay, it's a beat 'em up with a lot of unique twists thrown into the mix. I would describe it as a Battletoads game with hints of Double Dragon. Level 2 brings back the speeder bikes, although not as fast as in Battletoads or Battlemaniacs. Level 3 has you dealing with treadmills and scaling down long drops while avoiding enemies. Level 4 puts you in an asteroids-like stage. Level 5 is just batshit insane. I mean, look at this. You're on a missile flying through space, all while giant rats and ninjas are trying to kick your ass? Good lord. Level 6 and 7 scale back the difficulty, and that's it. The whole game can be completed in little less than an hour. The game controls smoothly and is a lot of fun to play. Its difficulty only makes things frustrating in the sense that you'll want to keep on playing, but the game will keep kicking your ass to frustration. What a paradox. I wouldn't say this is the best Battletoads game out there. While the gameplay and charm of the original is there, I didn't feel the same impact. The lower difficulty allowed for an easier experience, but not as memorable as the first one. Level 4 is as appealing as a water level. Asteroid controls aren't fun, and it's easily the most difficult level in the game for all the wrong reasons. Bosses like level 3s feel like I'm just waiting most of the time. It just doesn't feel like the complete package that the first Battletoads games delivered. It's like a midpoint between generic beat 'em up with that classic Battletoads feel. And this isn't to say that Battletoads Double Dragon isn't an enjoyable game. I had fun during my playthrough, and I'd probably end up wanting to go through it again in the future. It's a decent addition to the Battletoads series despite having some hiccups along the way. If you're itching for retro beat 'em up action and think you have what it takes to take on old school difficulty, Battletoads Double Dragon is worth picking up. I'm Boyo for Heroes of Fandom, until next time.